Hey everyone, for our assignment this week, we are going to do what I call a reverse song analysis. So we are going to take those song analysis worksheets that we did last week and we're going to flip them and use them as a template to create some new ideas that we may be able to turn into our own song. So I'm going to create this template as I go along and base as much as I can off of this worksheet. So the things that I want you to be thinking about are who should the main character of your song be? So let's think about who the main character was in Landslide. And I think this was a first person perspective, probably based largely on the actual writer of the song. So my main character, I could just say, would be me, right? So moving on, we look at theme. And theme is the overarching message of the song. Like, what type of song is this? Is it a love song? Is it a lost song? Is it, a party song? Those types of things. What's the big, overarching message of it? And I think this theme for Landslide is definitely like an introspection song, but it's also like a trying to understand your place in a changing world. But yeah, so it's like based on introspection and change. Images are basically like, what can you picture based on what the lyrics are bringing up? For me, in Landslide, the overarching image is just one of nature. And if we want to be a little bit more specific, we could say mountains or snow. So how we're going to use this as a template for us going forward is we get to look at these and say, do I have things to say about introspection, about change? And if not, we can change this. Yeah, we can move the theme. The idea is that we're using the song analysis worksheet as a starting place, and we can make any changes to it that we want when we create our own song. So I like this idea of it being a change song. And maybe we lay a little less on the introspection to make it just a little simpler. So we'll say this is a change song. We're looking at nature, mountain, snow. I like this image, and it's just my experience of it. I think that's good. Then let's look at structure, and we can borrow this exact structure if we want. And again, we can make changes. I like this structure. So the structure they have is a verse 1, verse 2, and then they have this pre-chorus, which I'm going to abbreviate PC, chorus. And then the post-chorus repeats. It's kind of this reiteration of the pre-chorus. Chorus repeats. This verse is actually the same as verse 1. And then we have the outro, which is the same. So of unique spots we need to think of, we just need these 4. And I'm actually going to put these in a table. And what we're going to use this table for is to keep straight our ideas in 2 categories. We're going to think of these as we're going to have lyric ideas, and we're going to have music ideas. So what we're going to do is we're going to think of what is a little bit of a story we could tell with 2 verses and a pre-chorus and a chorus. Now, I'm going to use from Fleetwood Mac, I'm going to say that the pre-chorus should be a break, right? So we're not going to worry about lyrics right here. But let's think of what can we do that tells a little bit of a story that would be interesting to talk about change and use natural images to get the point across. The song could potentially be about as seasons change, so does our attitude. I know that I am definitely a grumpier person in the winter, and I'm more outgoing in the summer. So the song could be as simple as that. It could just be about how personality can change with the season and the weather. So let's run with that. I guess let's see where that goes and see if we like this idea. But so verse 1, this could be kind of the setup of saying this is our summer scene. It's hot. We can think of where do we want to put this. I think it'd be cool if we put the verses in the same place, but somewhere that changes a lot from summer to winter. When I think of that, I think of forests. So they are losing all their leaves. They have very different vibe from summer to winter, and I think that could be cool. So it could be, it's a summer scene. We're in the forest. It's hot. We could say that there's I imagine like a flowing streams, bugs, like lively forest type of thing. And the whole time we are also saying that like or we could just call the character. So the character is like happy, outgoing, just like experiencing that way. Verse 2, this is our winter scene. So we're still in the forest, but now it's snowy, cold, hibernating. So we could say the characters may be quiet, maybe reserved, maybe not outright sad, but they're just observing the winter forest around them. And then in the chorus, this could be something about, it's a little more like explains the song a little bit more. So this could be something that talks about like seasons passing and people changing, right? Really, really simple. Musical ideas. Now, this can be as specific or as vague as you like. Remember that music ideas, things that you put here, these are not anything that you are committed to. It's just a brainstorm to get some places to start when you are putting together some music. So I would say, I think this is like kind of an upbeat, energetic type of thing. So I think what could be cool is that I could write a major chord centric verse progression here and then see if I could make like a minor version for the second verse. And if that doesn't work, I mean, I definitely want this to be a lot more still. I want this to be a lot more muted. I'm thinking about how like snow falls and mutes everything in the forest. It could be cool. So maybe strip back some instruments for that second verse. Now, this pre-chorus, I want this to be, I'm imagining this something that's like acoustic guitar focused, that's definitely like an interlude. And I want this to be pretty, I want it to be like this nice little breath before the chorus comes in. All right. And then the chorus, I think this should kind of bridge the two, right? I think it shouldn't be overtly happy or overtly sad, right? Maybe the chorus has this kind of like in between happy and sad. I want to focus on having my chorus be really relatable and maybe even like sing-songy. That could be cool, right? If I could get like the feeling that people would be able to sing along with it, that might be fun. So the whole purpose of this exercise is we are giving ourselves some guides in the writing process. So if I just went to you and was like, write a song, that's really hard, right? Like there's so many different ways to write a song. There's so many things a song could be about. There's everything. And so a lot of times people just don't write a song, right? If you can write a song about anything. And so what we're hoping to do is narrow the scope. So instead of saying write a song, I'm saying write a song, base the structure off of another song, maybe base the images, themes, characters off of another song. Change what you want, right? Make it personal. But you don't have a completely blank canvas. We're trying to build some structure for ourselves. So hopefully, if by the end of this process, if I was now to say, write a song using this template, well, that is hopefully an easier task. The exercise for today is just getting to this point. So once you have this template filled out, you're good to go. So you can go ahead, and I like this little screen capture function on PCs. It's Windows Shift S, and you get this little cap box. You can take a picture of it, and then you go over to our course and you drop it in the comments like we've done with the other exercises. Thanks for watching. I hope this goes well and you come up with some good ideas. And as always, I'm here to help if you get stuck. All right, I'll see you in the next video.